Well, looks like it's one of those days. Indoor practice. You hate to do it, but you gotta do it. 2 cup of coffee kind of day. Alrighty guys, well, it's a little unfortunate that we have to practice inside. It's very wet and it's cold, so the course is no mo. Alrighty, so good thing for me, if I have a perfect putter practicer, man, this thing is dirty. I haven't used this in a minute because it's been such nice weather. So I got this, they sent this to me a while ago. It's pretty good, it's mid. I wouldn't want to putt on this every day, but on a day like today, we have to. So this is the Vice Pro Plus. Now, how did I start playing this golf ball? Well, I went onto their website, and they have a part of it on their website to where if you do a little survey and a little test, well, it tells you exactly which golf ball and which fits your game the best. And so the Pro Plus fitted me the best. And so that's what I've been playing for the last, how many months? 3 or 4 months? And I love them. I do love them. So we are gonna start off with our 4-footers. Now this thing actually has a little slant to it. Perfect practice putting. What up with that, brother? Now, I do not advise just doing this instead of going to the putting green, if you can, but we can't, come on. Because this is very straight and, well, I say that, it does curve now. But it's good for repetition, a lot of repetition. So that's what we're gonna do today. Get our reps in, just bang them in after another. Whoa, wow, as soon as I say that, that's what happens. So we are just gonna keep on doing this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Now I do have a small hole here, which, I don't know, I never putt to it really, unless I miss it on accident and it goes in that one. So how did I get into golf? Great question, great question. Well, I got into golf because my dad just had some golf clubs just lying around. Here, I gotta move up the camera. Let me move this up. There we go. So I got into it because my dad had some golf clubs just sitting around, and I was kind of just fed up with baseball, to be honest. Baseball was just lame because the practice was lame, really. Playing in the games was fun. But I was like, you know what? I want to do something different. I want to do something that kind of challenges me. And I just started hitting some in the backyard right here at my house. And no joke, I don't know if it was that day, but something clicked. And I was like, what is this game? Why do I like it so much? This is a different feeling that I've ever felt. And so after that, I wanted to actually get some clubs that were my size and not actually grown men clubs, because I was, at the time, probably like this tall. I was 12 years old and I was only this tall. Yeah, I was a shorty and I was a chubster. I was this big around, but hey, little Lukey, man, he was funny. I'm not gonna lie. Got the best personality as a chubster, which, you know, when you're a little bit bigger, that's kind of what you got to fall back on, because I was athletic, but I was big. So it didn't really make sense. It didn't collide. But I did end up losing that weight, obviously. But a few years after that. But anyways, that was a rant that I don't even know where I was going with that. But so I was this tall, so I needed clubs that were fit for me. And so I got a junior set with graphite shafts in them, and I started smacking those bad boys over and over again. And I was, 7th grade? And so I wanted to sign up for a tournament because I was like, I want to become good. And at the time, I was shooting like 90s. Oh, and a side point, I feel like golf just chooses you. Let me know, does golf actually choose you? Because I feel like it does. It's not like you choose to play golf. You can, but I feel like those people just end up not keeping at it. They just kind of do it because, oh, I want to try to play golf. Well, they do it for like a week and they quit. But once you start golf, it just kind of keeps rolling. It's like, wow, 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 bam, 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 bam. And you keep on going until you're addicted. And then you spend thousands of dollars. And then you're here watching this video. Because trust me, I used to watch Luke Kwan all the time when I was a junior golfer. Now he's with GOOO, and he doesn't really do tournaments, which, hey Luke, start doing tournaments, brother, please. So I started getting into that, started doing tournaments. I was shooting around 90s in recreational golf, and I thought I was ready for tournament golf. I was like, I'm a stud, I'm shooting 90s right now, I'm gonna go out in a junior tournament, and I'm gonna light it up. What did I do? I got a 13 on the first hole because nobody told me about tournament nerves on the first tee box, to where I think I barely hit the ball. It barely went about 10 feet. And 13, and so 130 shots later, I finished the round, 130 first round. Woo! Now, if this doesn't get you motivated, that's where I started, 130 in my first ever tournament round. That's brutal. But you know what? I'm proud of little Lukey because he kept on chugging away. You know what I did? I got 120 in my next tournament, and the next one 110, and the next one 102. So I kept on going down, 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 down. And then the next year is when I was grinding out here in the backyard every day. And I got to the point to where I was like, oh wow, well I gotta choose between baseball or golf. Because they were punishing me. They told me that they wouldn't punish me for missing practice on baseball for having a golf match. Well, they did. Shocker. Shout out to my old alma mater. It was really just the athletic director. And the coaches. They just didn't want an absolute sandbagger on both their teams and taking all the spotlights, you know. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't have. But I was a good baseball player, and they were just benching me because I was missing for a golf match. That seems messed up. That is messed up. So I came to the point, I said, scrap baseball, I'm done with y'all, have fun, and I'm gonna do golf. Now my dad was like, Luke, don't give up baseball. I'd been playing it for 12 years, and I was in 8th grade. And I was like, scrap this, man, I'm freaking going full-time golf. So I did. In 8th grade year, I got all region. I shot 88. Our region was very weak, but hey, nonetheless, got all region. The 9th grade year, I won region, and I just kept chugging along, started shooting around 70s, and then I got to my senior season. You know what happened? I probably had my worst year, and then I was sitting there trying to contact coaches, which is a totally different story. How in the world do you get in contact with college coaches? It's still a mystery. I know a lot more now, but it's definitely a mystery. If you guys are junior golfers, you know the pain. And I'm actually doing a resume thing to where I'm going to give it to you guys for free. Just hit me up on Instagram, and I'll give you that download for free, to where it's like a template to where you put your resume in and you send it to coaches, because they kind of want to see that, what your tournament scores are, what kind of kid you are. So I had no idea where I was going to go to school. Like, no idea. So I ended up contacting a local college, UNG, here in, that was the first missed one in a while. So UNG here in Georgia. It's a D2 school. And the coach I was trying so hard. I was better than a guy he signed on tournament scores. I was beating the kid. And I was like, how the heck did this guy sign him and not me? It really grinded my gears, but I was like, you know what? It's just not God's plan. It's not God's plan for me to go to that school, because that coach was an absolute jerk. Ended up being a jerk. And he was like, yeah, we'll get you on a visit. Never got me on a visit. I told him, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be a good golfer. I work my tail off. Well, my dad somehow goes to this event, meets his Truett McConnell's coach, and he's like, yeah, we'll bring him for a visit. And at the time, Truett was laughing stock in college. Like, there was somebody who would play baseball for a year and go to Truett. And I was like, man, I do not want to go to Truett. It's like one of those things. But you know what? It was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life, because I met people that are now my best friends. Shout out Matt. And also Preston and Dave. Incredible. And I ended up winning my first ever college tournament, putting all that work. And I ended up winning 2 college golf tournaments in my career, a lot of top 5s. And then that's when I started this YouTube channel. So that is kind of how it's here. And then it's been almost 3 years since I've started my YouTube channel. It's freaking crazy. Time freaking flies. I don't know how many I've missed, but I've probably missed about 2 or 3. These are 4-footers. So I'm just rocking them shoulders. Rock, rock, rock. What's your story? How did you guys get into golf? Because I know you guys are into golf if you're watching my video. So I truly believe golf just kind of chooses you. It chooses you and you become addicted. Very addicted. So we're grinding out here today, baby. Come on. This motivates me because I'm like, instead of, not doing anything, I'm out here doing this. Which is, it's a blessing that I can even do this inside. Shout out perfect putting practice. It's not the perfect thing, but it gets the job done. It really does. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That was a push. Let me end on the make right here, and then I'm gonna show you how you can chip. So this gets dicey. Really dicey, actually. Watch this. So I'm getting my 60 degree out. I do not recommend this at home unless you're very, very confident in your chipping skills, because if not, you're gonna have to get some new drywall. So, let's see, can you even see it? It's not in frame, but I'm sorry. You'll see it when it comes out of the frame. But for the sake of not damaging my office, we're gonna do this. What is that? All right, so this is all about picking it clean. How to pick it clean? Well, this is what you do. You just pick it clean. What I do is raise the club up a little bit like this. Like this. So raise it up, get the heel up, kind of like my putting, and then you rock your shoulders. Rock, rock. Now this is good at really, well, you can see that's pretty dicey. Don't recommend it. So I pretty much had to fly this in the hole. But that's how I chip on tight lies. And this kind of gives you a good example of what tight lies will be like. I don't know if you guys play on a lot of tight lies. I don't really, unless it's like a super good course. Did you hear something? So yeah, this is kind of what I do. I like to it's really just the motion of it. So making sure the short game's still dialed in on a rainy day. Because we're gonna get better. We're gonna get better, brother. My sandbaggers, we're gonna get better. So just keep on drilling it. All right, we're not finishing this until I make one here. Oh, dude, that was on the lip. So I had an interesting phone call today. Oh! And it was with a big time creator. I'm not gonna let you know who it was with. They actually called me and was saying that they want me to come hang out with them. And come play with them, get a little matchup going. Since I am absolutely grinding and trying to become the best golfer I can be and trying to win this PGA event, brother. Trying to win the qualifier. So that may be coming in this series, playing golf every day. And it's a bit of a drive. You could say 8 hours from here, about 8.5. So do your geography on this one. What's 8.5 hours away from Athens, Georgia, or Monroe? Take a guess. Take a guess. Let's just say it's one of the biggest creators in the golf space. So actually, multiple creators. Man, come on, Luke. So this is a tough task. So, bada boom, bada bing. There it is. So that is gonna do today. I'm gonna keep on doing this, just not all of it on film, but we have exciting things happening. And I feel like things are about to take off, guys. So we are out of here in the Sandbagger office. We out of here. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next banger, baby. Let's freaking go.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flick up.